previous video, we covered creatives and why clear, relevant messaging fuels performance more than fancy production ever could. And now we move to measurement. And this is where many marketers quietly go off track. Alex Shultz, CMO of Meta, makes a simple point in this chapter. Companies don't fail because they don't collect data. They fail because they measure the wrong thing or interpret results in a way that protects egos instead of exposing the truth. Good measurement isn't in dashboards, it's in discipline. He explains that at Facebook, metrics weren't chosen because they were flattering or convenient. They were chosen because they revealed whether users genuinely valued the product. If a metric didn't tie back to real business value, it was not prioritized. And everyone aligned on the same definitions. So conversations were about decisions, not arguing over numbers. Alex stresses something every marketer should internalize. Data without context is opinion with charts. A spike in CTR doesn't always mean growth. A dip in ROAS isn't the apocalypse. Patterns, not screenshots, tell the whole story over time. He also talks about the danger of chasing good news metrics. Marketers love numbers that look positive, but leadership wants honest insight, even if it hurts. If you only measure what makes you feel good, you will miss the truth early and pay for it later. Finally, he pushes the idea of learning cycles. Reporting should not be a trophy ceremony. It should tell you which hypothesis worked, what didn't, and what you'll do differently. The goal isn't to prove you were right, it's to improve fast. How to bring this into your marketing plan? Step 1. Choose metrics that reflect reality. Pick metrics tied to real business outcomes like revenue, return on ad spend, customer acquisition cost, not vanity metrics like impressions or clicks. Step 2. Align definitions across your team. Make sure everyone means the same thing when they say quality lead, return, or conversion. Shared language like this prevents sloppy decision making. Step 3 is to track trends, not snapshots. Look at patterns over weeks, not one-day swings. Real performance emerges over time. Step 4. Let the data challenge you, not protect you. A bad number that teaches you something is much more valuable than a flattering number that hides a problem. The simple takeaway from this chapter is this: measurement is a mirror, and growth only happens when that mirror is honest. In the next video, we'll talk about velocity and iteration, how fast learning cycles compound into growth, and why slow decision-making quietly destroys momentum. That's it for this video. Follow Zocket's YouTube channel for more such informational content.